Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out Am I a Furry? The Truth animation by Katzun. Link for this video is in the description box below. At first when I read the title, I was like, is she asking and is this a self-discovery video? But now I'm thinking that this is a question that she gets asked a lot and she's answering in this video, and she's telling the truth of what is she? Is she a furry? Let me tell you the truth type of thing. That's the vibe I think it's going to be. But we'll find out. Link for this video, like I said, is down below. Let's get started. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock her time. All right. I had to look at something. I can call her right away.
Meow meow, my itty bitty kitty litter.
Oh, itty bitty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, senpai. I couldn't help but notice you from across the artist alley at Anthrocon. Maybe you can get into my artist alley if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Okay, cut. Bad
Wow.
bits. This is not funny.
Wow.
This is not funny.
Wow.
I am so sorry you had to listen to that. I literally could not think of an intro.
Okay,
As a Gen
that's fine.
Zer, I
That's
grew
fine.
up with the internet at my fingertips. I was always fascinated by the concept of a virtual space that can contain limitless information and entertainment.
Okay.
It's a lawless land
very
of whatever
specific
the mind
word there.
can conjure, but I would argue there are unspoken rules everyone generally gets behind. One,
Yes.
be good at memes. I actively follow subreddits and pages with millions of followers that post exclusively cringy memes created by communities that don't know how to meme. It's an art form. Like, people are extremely passionate about the quality, creativity, and dankness of a meme. And if you use any social media other than Facebook, I'm sure you know about this phenomenon.
I know about memes.
You're never gonna change someone's
I know about memes, but I didn't know there were Reddits about people who don't know how to make memes. The world is a funny place. The fact that there's a subreddit of memes that are cringy because people don't know how to make memes is fascinating. It's actually fascinating. I want to find these.
But keyboard warrior away anyway. There's this amazing thread on a bodybuilding forum that started out with one guy explaining how he works out every other day, and it turned into a multi-page anthology about how many days there were in a week, with every party saying the nastiest personal attacks with their arguments.
Wow.
I'm guilty of this one. I used to be way worse about internet arguing when I was a kid, you know, immaturity and stuff. But now I mostly avoid it unless someone is being homophobic or transphobic. Which, hello, that's wrong.
Right.
Which leads me to inevitably not changing their minds, me getting really sad, and having to take a few minutes to calm down because I'm really disappointed in the state of the world.
Right, I get you.
It's better if I don't engage in it altogether. There's probably a lot more unspoken rules that you can list in the comments, but I must skip to the most fiery, passionate, life or death rule of them all.
Okay.
You must, under no uncertain terms, hate furries. This has always confuddled me. I mean, if you look at human history, we have always had a fixation for anthropomorphic animals. Is she saying that's like an unspoken? Hold on.
Is she saying that's an unspoken rule that a lot of people do? Or okay, hold on. Is she saying that it's normal for a lot of people to hate furries? That's what I think. Because the wording, I got a little confused there. But I guess that's what she's saying. That's the third unspoken rule, is that you must hate furries. And I'll be honest, I don't hate furries. It depends, for me, because obviously there's absolutely no hate from me. But level of comfortability just all depends on what's happening, you know? If someone were to, for example, not that this has happened to me, but go into detailed conversation, or even not super detailed conversation about, you know, wanting to sleep with furry animals or like sleep with someone who's in a mascot, then I'd feel a little uncomfortable, you know? But if you're just like, oh, I'm a fan, and you're not toxic about it, you're not like, oh, I'm a super fan, you're not a fan, F you. You know, if you're not, because that's bad. But if you're not like that, then I don't really care. I'm just more like, that's interesting. But I don't have any hate for furries. I did see a grown man, like, put on, like, he won an award and he put on a helmet, or he took it off because he was already wearing it. I don't know. And I was just like, that's interesting. You don't see that every day. But there was no hate, you know.
I ain't never seen no disrespect towards Anubis, but my boy Majira's gotta catch flack. Doesn't make sense. I'm an animator, and I'm literally going to school for it right now.
That's good.
I know a thing or two about the art form, and it is very, furry. The animation industry took off back in the early 1900s.
Yes,
and
with animals
were a really big focal point.
Very true, very true.
Disney's entire mascot is a two-legged mouse. Looney Tunes is still around.
Look.
And DuckTales got that amazing reboot. There are countless examples.
They have a reboot?
I don't know if there's exceptions for these properties that they somehow don't qualify as furry stuff, even though, well, you get it.
Yeah,
I remember a weird hysteria when Zootopia came out. People could not believe they were catering to furries, and I was just like, did you forget about the past 3,000 years?
That was a hysteria?
God, it was just...
Hold on, were people really upset and nervous because they're like, oh, you're catering to furries? Because it's an animal movie for families. I was going to say for kids, but I freaking love that movie, so it's for everyone. About animals who live somewhat like people, and people are like, was that really a thing? If that was really a thing, everyone who was freaking out is freaking stupid. Absolutely stupid if you're freaking out like, oh, they're catering to the furries. Oh my gosh, the world is ending. They are stupid and I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But nonetheless, let me know if that was real. Let me know.
Not a new thing. But I mentioned exceptions.
Freaking love Zootopia.
I don't think people consider Walt Disney a furry, even though he too had a fixation for anther animals.
That's true.
And that's where it comes
to. That's
true. Am I a furry? I grew up with an affinity for art, cartoons, and anything
else. I guess we need a definition for furry.
I love Tom and Jerry, and every cartoon I loved was littered with anther animal-like
creatures.
A
lot of people
I
like
joined
those
furries,
things.
for lack of a better term, since I was like 4. But does that make me a furry? Truthfully, I don't know.
I need to look up the definition.
Really this question's answer seemed to be way more important to the person asking
Your amount of
than
care.
It was to me.
Okay, my care.
But let's say there's this guy named George, and George's entire room is littered with anime merch. I'm talking Miku, the creator of Minecraft and Harry Potter, of course.
Okay.
Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, all the sorts.
Okay.
And let's say this dude swears he's not a weeaboo. You'd be like, have you ever even seen your room? I'm that guy.
Okay.
I'm George, and my anime room is my entire history of being online posting anthro animal art.
Okay.
And I swear I'm not a furry. I even
That's
have
super
merch
cute.
of that phrase.
I swear I'm not a
go
furry.
Buy it, link below. But then again, the animation industry, besides Zootopia, gets this weird exception, and I'm technically part of it as I do create animation for money.
Okay.
Where's my animator furry pass? Come on, hand it over. But
I didn't know there was like this,
be a furry
and
an animator
sentiment floating around the world.
But hey, that doesn't mean that's me. You literally get so defensive over this that you made merch about it. Hey, you. Shut up. I guess if I'm being honest, I've always preferred when content had anthro animals in it.
Okay.
Like, I buy stuffed animals.
I love stuffed
all my
animals.
OCs, besides, like, 2 have some animal quality.
Okay.
I play the 5th edition of D&D, where I expand the amount of canon races so I can be a stupid cat man instead of one of the humanoid races.
Okay.
My OC I used to represent myself is a furry, and I literally named myself Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I own this partial fursuit made by Lunable517 on Instagram. Please go check out their page. They're so talented and severely underrated.
And I do,
so, am I
if
furry?
you're weird, because I know a thing of being a furry is, not all furries do the mascot thing, but a thing of being a furry is having that on. So if she bought it, maybe, but I have to look at the definition. I honestly don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
There, I said it.
Okay. All right. So let's look up the definition of furry, because I think that'll help us a lot. Definition. All right. Furry. I need Urban Dictionary. Yeah, because regular dictionary ain't gonna tell us what we need. All right. There is no single definition of what a furry is, even within the furry fandom. People cannot always agree on just what makes a person a furry or not. So this is still not even really understood. It's disputed, I guess, between the fandom. That makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? Not at all. Okay. So this is a long definition. Let's try to read this fast. Some would argue to be a furry, you must think and talk like one. use very specific words or phrases. I hate when definitions use the word to define the. Use different words to tell me what you mean. Even if you go to a convention, wear a fursuit, draw the art, write the stories, etc., but don't talk using furry lingo, not jingo. What the heck would I say that? You're not a furry. Basically, someone that may walk the walk but doesn't talk the talk. So some people consider you to be a furry if you say the terms, although they never said what the terms are. Okay, that's one theory. Others would argue that even liking anthropomorphic creatures makes you a furry. You may have no idea the furry fandom exists or ever have heard of a furry convention, let alone any of the websites. Okay, but liking anthro critters makes you a furry. Oh, okay, so that's under that word definition. Some would argue that she is a furry because she does love, the artwork. She loves drawing the I'm going to try to say it. I'll just say anthro critters. She loves drawing anthro creatures or, anthro critters. Oh gosh, I can't even say that word. She's a fan of the artwork. She draws it. She loves to watch it. She bought a mascot cosplay thing. I don't know what you call it. So maybe she has one. As with any hobby, most furries are normal people, just like anyone you'll meet at work or school. That's true. Then there's a small percent that are hardcore fans and have taken what for most is a hobby and perverted it, sometimes in all too literal sense. Okay, that's how much we're going to read about this. We're not going to read too much more about it now. But I guess that's the degrees. With any fandom, you have people that are super hardcore and make it uncomfortable and weird, right? But I think in one definition B, or possibility B, then she does qualify as a furry. And, fine. Like, it's one of those things. If what you're doing doesn't harm you or other people, then do you. Do you, boo. Do you. If other people are weirded out when you're not actually making them feel uncomfortable, like, if you are, like, when they said perverted it, and you're super hardcore, and that's the stuff you want to talk about, like animal on animal type of things, or anthropomorphic on anthropomorphic type of things. And to be honest, in any fandom, if there's detailed conversations of two characters in the fandom really getting it on, that's uncomfortable. No matter their gender, their sex, their creed, their religion, if you're having a deep conversation about these two people getting it on, it can be uncomfortable for other people or for the person listening if they aren't really wanting to listen to that. So, everything has a degrees. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you a furry? Which degree of furry are you in the definition I read? Are you A, where you speak the lingo? Are you B, where you do the artwork and stuff, but you don't speak the lingo? Or are you C, where you just perverted it and you're like, I'm a hardcore fan. I'm the perverted hardcore fan. Maybe you shouldn't say that in the comments, but I mean, we'll just everybody be nice and good and clean down below. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Katzun. If you like this video, hug the like button. I love you guys as always, and until next time, buddies, toodles.